Hi guys, this is the fourth episode of Startup Talk, powered by HubbonNG. I decided to do a more realistic video, and literally, this is me walking home from work. So, yeah, definitely, this is like I'm trying to do this video to show that obviously change the scenery, and to give people a more realistic idea of what entrepreneurship really is, especially at the early stages. It is not typical, or it's not important that, or I want to be able to change that mindset that people have of entrepreneurs. Generally, I personally feel, from my experience and from the time I've spent doing my business for 10 months, I've realized that entrepreneurs are not just the people that have nice cars and live in nice houses, but from the barest minimum, the people that make money for themselves. So we go down right down to the people that sell pure water, that's those sachet waters, and right up to the people that run conglomerates, banks, oil and gas companies, and things like that. So here, well, let's see who, before I kind of go into the main point of the video, let's see who we feel along this road now is an entrepreneur, who are entrepreneurs. So let's just walk and see. I think I saw a keke behind me somewhere. So people would ask, is a keke person an entrepreneur? Yes, he is. He works within his own schedule. He makes his own money, and then he goes home and caters for the needs of his family, if he has one, or his own needs, or her own needs. Oh well, I've not seen a female keke rider, so that's also an option. So yes, the main point of this video is your social network worth it? So let's think about that critically. Most of the times we find ourselves on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, doing all sorts of just having fun or taking time out to relax. But one thing people don't realize is that the same avenues you use to relax is the same avenue, or the same avenues that people use to make money. So let's think about it critically. Has any of you tried to sell something online? How long did it take? Did your friends share that information? On Facebook, for example, did they share that information? Did they try to buy into it, or did they like it? Did they share it? Because according to what I learned recently, the likes, the shares, and the comments are the engagement on that particular post. So imagine you wanted to sell a bag, and none of your friends liked it, none of your friends shared it, and none of your friends commented on it. The chances are it wouldn't go very far. So think about it. Have you ever tried posting certain things that you felt are important for people to know, and you didn't really get a response from that? Generally, that kind of gives an intro to what this video is about. You have to be able to leverage your social network in whatever you do, be it just pure posts about comedy, or talking about issues that affect your country, or selling your own products if you're into business, because it is really, really important for you to be able to leverage your social network to make money. Well, obviously, because I'm talking about entrepreneurship, it is good to leverage your social network for money. So let me use myself for an example. I started kind of trying to leverage myself on my social media for a while. Let's say 3-4 months now. So I've had certain experiences. I've had good and bad experiences in good and bad experiences. Yeah, I've had good and bad experiences. So one thing I've learned is that the people you spend your time around could either make you or break you, in the sense that if you're around people that don't value the information that you share, or don't value or don't even understand the information that you share, you realize that you don't get as good a response as you should have, or as you expect to have. So the thing is, you have to be able to understand the kind of people that you connect with on these various social media platforms. People that have like minds, of people that are forward thinking. You need to be able to connect with people that share certain interests and with you. Because if you decide, let me use myself an example. For a couple of times now, I said a couple of times, shit. For a couple of days now, or months, I decided to just, be less tactical about the people I add on my Facebook. And, I tended to just add literally every single person. And then I realized that sometimes especially when I started posting YouTube videos, I realized that most of the people don't watch those videos. Why? Because they might not even understand what the post itself was about before actually going into the video to watch it. Some of them might see the video and say this might not be important, or they might class saving their data as a huge deterrent to watching the video. And at the end of the day, that essentially is not my target market. I want people that are what's it called? Would I use the word hungry for such information? People that want to make themselves better. People that want to hear information that pertains to entrepreneurship. So I'm not saying that I think obviously in the other sense I kind of appeal to a lot of people. I've gotten a lot of good feedback, and a lot of people are interested in learning more from me. I'm not saying that I'm a guru or an expert or anything, but sometimes it's always good for you to have both positive and negative feedback, so that you know exactly how to make your videos better, or in my case my videos better, or in general your content better. Because obviously if you get positive feedback all the time, you will know how best to improve that video, or to improve your content, be it on a blog, be it on your website, be it on your e-commerce site. Generally you should be able to, your social media helps you to understand and to kind of criticize your website or your content. So generally those are important as well. So to be fair, the main point of this video is to kind of let people have a feel of what the social media is like, and who the network is like. If you're going about, especially on Twitter in this case, if you're going about following different comedy content, and you're going profiles, or you're following people that share, would I say, irrelevant information, you tend to understand that anytime you share or you post something that is fairly serious, they don't take it that they don't pay attention to it. If you share a joke, the people that like to share jokes on Twitter, the chances are they would share it as well. So you need to be able to know you need to be able to know what exactly are you on this social media for, and then be able to create a network of people with like minds. So generally that's what it is. That's really that's what it is. I'm looking to cross the road so I don't get hit by a car. So yeah, that's really my point. So at the end of it all, we need to be able to understand exactly what we need our social media for, and if you're just on it for relaxation purposes, you really wouldn't mind. But if you're on it for business, if you're trying to spread the word about something that you really feel passionate about, you need to be able to understand and control, and you need to be able to decide who exactly you want to be able to create a network around. The people that, because your social network is important. Your network are the people that will drive your business. They will be able to drive your posts. They will be able to drive your engagement, which through my training I learned that it was likes, comments, and shares, because those are your first point of contact. Those are your, will I say, marketing level. Anything you have to say or post or talk about, they are the first people that hear about it. So if the people that you have on your social networks are people that don't understand the type of information that you're trying to share or you're trying to promote, the chances are it wouldn't go very far. So you need to be able to take that into consideration, especially when you're doing business. So it's really important, and I don't know how much more to emphasize this, but it's something that you need to really consider. So yeah, I think I've come to the end of this video. If you've understood what I've said, and you need me to clarify more information, just like, subscribe, and then leave your comments in the section below. Yeah, I think I've come to the end of this video, and thank you guys. Bye bye.